vlog number 9. We are currently on our way to Staples, but we had to stop at one very important place before we go and do our work. So now we're on our way to Staples, if we can ever get there, because this person wants to drive 20 miles an hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. But there's some projects coming up. I actually have a meeting with Walmart tomorrow morning to try to see if I can get my Tech Relics into Walmart. So it's a big news of the week. I've been working on some other projects. What else? Anything else? Oh yeah, we're gonna pick up a bunch of prints, so that'll be fun. This is Boeing. I used to work here in the IT department a long time ago. During the time we got married, we lived next to a very small airfield, Falcon Field, right here. There used to be a beautiful steakhouse replaced by a wedding venue, or I guess you'd say an event venue. I think it's too small for a wedding venue.
They put grass in the back now. They took out the seating area.
Oh, okay.
And they put grass in the back, and they now have like a little.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
Nice. So, like for people who are pilots and they want to get married, they can go. Or if they work at Boeing, then they can go over to, and they meet somebody at the job. Then the next day they can stop at the wedding venue and get married. So, oh, here's the venue right there. That's where the steakhouse used to be. It's not there anymore. There's the post office, so you guys can see how close I am to the post office when I mail your things off. My house is just down the road.
Met a member of our team already, but I would love to hear a little bit about your business and your e-commerce experience.
Absolutely. So this isn't my first business that I've ran. Previous to this, I ran a jewelry company called Excalibur Rings. We did sell to Touch of Modern. That was my first wholesale e-commerce experience. It wasn't a very good partnership. We did get a ton of exposure from doing that. I think we ended up making something like 608 sales from a 5-day campaign. So that was wonderful. So my new business is Tech Relics LLC. It's handcrafted shadow boxes, and then we take old technology, gaming controllers, toys from the 90s, gigapets, things like that. We buy them used from eBay, take them apart, clean them up, and then we put them on display in just like this nice, aesthetically pleasing museum style format with labels and descriptions on the different parts.
I saw that was very cool and unique. Is that something you came up with on your own, or do you have other competitors who are doing it?
There's a few competitors. There's one that's overseas that's huge, but they're based out of Spain. They charge a high shipping fee to the US, and their prices are just ridiculous too. So we're basically cutting that cost in probably less than half of what they charge for one of their gaming controllers.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. And besides your website, do you have any other e-commerce experience?
I currently sell on Etsy. Mm-hmm.
Etsy and your website are the main channels for Tech Relics?
Yes.
Got ya. Okay. And is every item one of a kind, or do you replicate the same types of 5 products?
I do replicate the same kinds. On e-commerce, I do offer customs. Like for instance, if somebody was presenting a gift to somebody else, I can do things like write happy birthday or just have things written up for them. But typically it would just be a standard template unless they want a custom or commission project.
Okay, gotcha. And do you currently fulfill items on your own, and how long does that take?
So yes, I do fulfill everything on my own. If it were a custom order, that takes about 24 hours because we're creating the template, the background. I can show you what I mean by that one. So we print out the templates. If it's a custom order, then we're going to add the extra text. This takes about 24 hours because we're waiting on, we just go through a local print shop for that, and then that can take some time depending on when we get the submission sent in. It's usually the next day, or it can be up to 24 hours. From there, after I get the template, creating the layout and gluing everything down, that takes about 2.5 hours. So typically, I can probably have them shipped out if it's just a standard template, like next day, even like as soon as next day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I want to be honest with you. The challenge is that you do have a very niche product, and so it's not something that you can expect that when you join Walmart it's going to be like a bestseller or on the first page of it. You're really tapping into a specific market. But that doesn't mean you can't do well, and there's no cost to being on Walmart Marketplace. Okay. It's 15% fee for every order.
Okay. All right, I did get some good news, guys. This morning, right after my meeting, I had a notification on Etsy yeah, I made my first sale on Etsy and my first sale as a business. So congratulations me. It's going to be for an Xbox 360 controller. And what I'm going to do is, since I have the one that's over here in the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just repair it, make sure it's good to go, and then we'll go ahead and get it shipped off. So I'm super excited about that. First little milestone of my new business. Okay, so we're gonna do that 360 controller for the Etsy customer right now. I decided that instead of using the old one that I have over here, I'll show you. The problem I have with this is that there's purple marks on the sides. It's not trimmed correctly. Here you can see that it wasn't cut straight, and there's like stains, glue stains here, and then also the same problem here. It's not cut straight. So I'm probably gonna redo this one in the future. But since we already have a 360 controller that we can use for this sale, I'm just going to go ahead and do this and take you guys through the entire process. So first thing we're going to do is, since we're not going to need the cable at all, we're going to go ahead and cut the cable off. There we go, and this is going to go in the trash. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is, after we get our gloves on, we're just going to take the screws out. Sometimes this can be the longest process if everything else just falls apart in place. I love these magnetic screwdrivers because they can be attached to the screw when it loosens up. Behind the camera we have Albert. Everybody say hi to Albert.
Hey guys.
Albert, what do you do for a living? Are you shark divers too? Swim with the sharks?
For now.
No?
So something else comes along.
Lone shark bouncer, that's what he does. For now, he's a cameraman.
Yeah.
I've always liked the Xbox 360, the console and the controllers. It's just the grip is nice. It has an ergonomic feel to it. Like Rafiki in Lion King when he cracks open the coconut. Oh, no, because it's not coming out. This one? Yeah, 360 controller. They are. They're so big. Fighting.
He's trying to bite me.
He's trying to bite you? You get him on camera. He's gonna be nice. Okay, so sometimes not everything goes as planned. There was actually another screw that I missed. I'm not too concerned about the back panels. We want to focus on the front panels. So what I'm going to do next is, because it's definitely needing to be cleaned, we're going to get it ready for its ultrasonic bath. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cut all the wires first. Here's our vibration motor. Here's the second one. And then this is our circuit board. These are our analog sticks. So what I learned that I can do is I can actually cut off these little sticks. I can make the analog stick so that I can that flew across the room.
Yeah. Oh my!
Ricocheted everywhere. Back in our rack. Backing down. Okay. And I usually just rip these off because these are trigger buttons. So left and right trigger. It's spring loaded, so we gotta loosen it. You gotta get it up so it just flies in there. What holds all the pieces together. Okay. Now that everything's clean, okay, and then we're going to wash this face. So what I usually do now is, once I take everything out, then I inspect all the parts. I give it a good brushing, and basically I'm just trying to clean up all the dirt and grime from the previous user of this Xbox controller. What will happen is, like, the dirt will just fall in between the cracks of the controller. Just get on all the components on the inside. outside and it just makes it really dirty and mucky. And, you know, we found like nasty things in here, like hair follicles. Just basically nightmare fuel. Some of these rubber rings can get really nasty. The triggers, they don't get too bad. PCB board, this can get really dirty sometimes, but it's kind of rare. I just give it a real quick look over and see if there's any stains on there. I'm not too concerned about this one. This looks relatively clean. Everything else looks pretty good. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and run this and we'll throw this back. This customer's relic is done. I'm just currently doing a quality check. Basically, I just keep it standing for about 24 hours. We'll see if anything falls off. I did use hot glue this time instead of super glue, and I think it's going to work much better, but we'll see. I did replace the super glue on this one for this Xbox at the beginning of the video, and so far it seems to be doing its job well, knock on wood. So we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll check on it tomorrow. And then if all is well, I'll go ahead and package and ship it out. But this one looks great. See, I've got this top loader here that comes with these frames, and I don't use it for manufacturer's purpose, so I just seal it. So I think this hot glue is going to work so much better than the CA adhesive I've been using. Super excited to get this one out to my first customer. We got to just make sure the frame is good in the back. We'll get this out of here. Yeah. Good job, Aiden. Yeah.